Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we are looking at 10 PS1 games that deserve a remaster. Remakes are beautiful, but they take a lot of work. For some classic games that function and feel great even by today's standards, a simple remaster would do just fine. Today, we're focusing on those classic games that are difficult to play without an original PS1. Before we continue, we publish content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver.
You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit?
The classic soul-hunting, epic, gothic, open-world gem known as Soul Reaver changed what a PS1 game could be. The world was diverse and dark, the game mechanics were innovative and interesting, and the world was unbroken in its traversal. To say Soul Reaver is one of the best PS1 games of all time is not really arguable. Although PC players can get their hands on the PS1 classic using the GOG PC port, it's not the best way to play the game as it is a little poopy. Without the GOG version, you can only really play this by blowing dust off your PS1 console and getting on eBay for the disc. Worth it though.
Am I always here?
How have you come to haunt these pillars?
Driver.
Lowlife rumble in Miami is there's a hunt on for a guy who can pump the gas. Big getaway, big job.
Driver is widely regarded as exceptional. Exceptional, I'll say it again. It features innovative gameplay, realistic physics, and an immersive atmosphere. It revolutionized the racing genre by introducing open-world environments with a focus on realistic car handling and intense police chases. The game's intricate storyline and challenging missions captivated players, while its impressive graphics and sound design pushed the boundaries of what was possible on the PS1 hardware. Driver's blend of action, strategy, and simulation set a new standard for driving games of its era, earning it a long-lasting legacy as a PS1 classic. A classic title that has yet to get a decent re-release. Give us Driver!
I suppose you don't know where
I heard. The guy's in Frisco.
Medal of Honor. Like all entries on this list, Medal of Honor on the PS1 garnered widespread acclaim for its groundbreaking approach to first-person shooter gameplay. Set during World War II, the game immersed players in historically inspired missions, offering intense combat scenarios and authentic weapons. Medal of Honor's cinematic presentation and gripping storyline further elevated its appeal, making it a beloved classic among FPS enthusiasts and setting the stage for the franchise's continued success in the gaming industry. And what a success it was. Unfortunately, like many other series, some younger gamers want to step back in time and see the games that started the series' success, and like all entries on this list, it's impossible without the original gear. Silent Hill. With a full-blown remake of Silent Hill 2 coming to modern consoles soon enough, players are getting the opportunity to step back in time and experience a series from its early days with modern technology. But there is an entry that came before this game that some players who want to get into the Silent Hill franchise for the first time may want to experience, and that's the previous release, Silent Hill. Without an original PS1 or the HD remaster on 7th generation consoles, this is not something available to modern gamers. The game functions incredibly well as a survival horror with tank controls. Its real-time 3D environments aren't as charming as Resident Evil 1-3's pre-rendered backgrounds, but its gameplay and atmosphere easily make up for its outdated graphics. Tenchu Stealth Assassins.
The enemy will be skillful and ruthless. You must be prepared physically and spiritually.
Yes, it's fair to say that Tenchu was one of the first authentic ninja games. Released in 1998 on the PS1, it garnered significant attention for its portrayal of stealth-based gameplay in a feudal Japanese setting, allowing players to take on the roles of ninjas and execute various assassination missions using stealth, strategy, and a range of ninja tools and techniques. Tenchu was highly influential in popularizing the ninja genre in video games and remains a beloved classic among fans of stealth action games, yet it hasn't had any re-release or remaster of any kind. It wasn't included in the infamous PlayStation Classic and can't be bought on the PS Store in the Classics category. It is, for all intents and purposes, a ghost of Tsushima. Boom! Full circle. Possibly racist. Full circle.
We have put in bids for the construction work next month. If you could only...
Leave it to me.
Fighting Force. Described as one of the most surprisingly strategic fighting games on the PS1, Fighting Force has yet to be brought to modern audiences through any means and still remains only playable on the original console. Fighting Force offered exhilarating beat-em-up action, combining fast-paced combat with vibrant graphics and a diverse range of environments. The cooperative multiplayer mode enhanced the fun, allowing friends to team up and unleash mayhem together, something we'd love to do again today. The game's arcade-like gameplay featuring combos, weapons, and environmental interaction kept players engaged as they battled through waves and waves of enemies and challenging bosses. Vagrant Story. Vagrant Story, developed by Square Enix, is indeed a gem that stands out in the realm of RPGs. See what I did there? Realm? Shut up. Its unique blend of action, adventure, and intricate storytelling sets it apart from any other title in the genre. It's arguably better than most Final Fantasy games of the time. Reviving Vagrant Story and making it available again to a new generation of gamers would undoubtedly be a thrilling prospect. With updated graphics and improved controls, it could introduce the game to a wider audience and reignite interest among longtime fans. Given the clear resurgence of interest in classic games and the popularity of remakes and remasters, there's a clear market for bringing back beloved titles like Vagrant Story. I feel like I'm using this platform to personally try and sell the world on Vagrant Story. I think I should move on. Tekken 3. I kid you not, I have a PS1 set up in my living room right now next to my PS5, and I would, honest to God, be lying if I told you I hadn't drunkenly played my friends in a Tekken 3 tournament twice in the last 3 months. The game holds up, y'all. With an amazing roster of characters, a combat style that has yet to be replicated, and a soundtrack that genuinely slaps, Tekken 3 is the Tekken game we all want to see released on modern consoles. So why the hell did they release Tekken 2? Resident Evil 2.
Take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this.
One of the best Resident Evil games ever made was given an appropriate and epic remake in 2019, and it set the bar for what remakes could be. It took the classic game's story and energy and reworked it into an original game that lightly followed the beats while offering a whole new experience. For that reason alone, we'd love to see the original PS1 Resident Evil 2 get a remaster and be re-released to the public for epic consumption. The game's incredible story and action still holds up to this day, with fun and frustrating puzzles and a game environment that still looks beautiful with its pre-rendered backgrounds. It's an incredibly fun and interesting playthrough after playing the remake, and still feels like less of an inspiration and more of a solely functioning prequel. Dino Crisis. Need I say more? It's Dino Crisis, you bloody legends! Dino Crisis stands out for its ingenious fusion of survival horror and dinosaur-themed action, and that is easily the funniest description I've ever written. Created by Capcom, it delivers intense gameplay with a constant sense of dread and tension as players navigate through a research facility infested with deadly dinosaurs. The game's innovative use of pre-rendered backgrounds and dynamic camera angles enhances the atmosphere, keeping players on edge at every turn. With its compelling storyline, engaging puzzles, and thrilling encounters, Dino Crisis offers a gripping experience that keeps players hooked from start to finish, and that hook still holds up by today's standards. Dino Crisis is at the top of many folks' lists of games that need to be re-released to modern audiences. A remake isn't necessary. It's perfect just the way it is. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.